I used to believe that marriage meant trust, loyalty, and honesty. When I married my husband David, I truly thought we were building a life together based on those things. David was everything people admired: successful, confident, and extremely wealthy. He owned several businesses and seemed to always know how to turn opportunities into money. Because of his success, we lived a life most people only dreamed about. As the years passed, I started noticing small things about David that didn't sit right with me. He began coming home later than usual. At first, it was easy to believe his excuses. He said he had meetings with investors or dinners with clients. That was normal for someone in his position, so I didn't question him much. But eventually, those business meetings started happening more and more often. Something about it felt different. I remembered the exact night everything changed for me. David had come home late again and went upstairs to take a shower. His phone was sitting on the kitchen counter. I wasn't the kind of person who checked someone else's phone, but a message popped up on the screen. I tried to ignore it, but my eyes kept drifting back to it. Finally, curiosity won. I picked up the phone and looked at the message. My heart sank almost instantly. The message wasn't from a coworker or a business partner. It was from another woman. And it wasn't just a friendly message either. When I opened the conversation, I saw romantic texts, photos, and plans to meet again soon. In that moment, everything inside me felt like it shattered. I sat there staring at the screen. While the shower ran upstairs, my mind was racing. I felt hurt, angry, and humiliated all at once. I kept thinking about the life we had built together and how easily he seemed willing to risk it. My first instinct was to confront him immediately. I imagined walking upstairs, throwing the phone in front of him, and demanding the truth. But as I sat there thinking, another thought slowly crept into my mind. David was rich, very rich. If I left him right then, I would be walking away from the life I had spent years helping him build. I had supported him while he worked long hours and traveled constantly. I had stood beside him while he built his companies and his reputation, and now he was cheating on me like none of that mattered. That's when a different idea formed in my head. If David wanted to betray me behind my back, then I could play my own game too. I put his phone back exactly where it was and acted like nothing had happened. From that day forward, I started looking at things differently. I smiled when David walked into the room. I laughed at his jokes. I played the role of the supportive wife perfectly. But inside, I was planning my revenge. I knew David carried several credit cards for business expenses. He trusted me enough that I occasionally used one for household purchases. At first, I told myself I would only use it a little, just enough to make myself feel better. The first thing I bought was a designer dress I had been looking at for months. When I swiped the card, I felt a strange mix of excitement and satisfaction. Consider it compensation, I whispered to myself.